Welcome to the chilling side of Cambodia. From ancient temples to abandoned war sites, this country hides some of the most haunted places in the world. Join us as we journey through Cambodia's dark past, uncovering the eerie legends and restless spirits that still roam these haunted grounds. This is the top 10 haunted places in Cambodia. Prepare yourself for a spine-chilling adventure. 1. Bokor Hill Station, the ghosts of the clouds. High in the misty mountains of southern Cambodia lies Bokor Hill Station, an abandoned French colonial resort, frozen in time and haunted by tragedy. Built in the 1920s for elite colonists escaping the heat, its grand hotel and eerie church now stand in chilling silence, cloaked in perpetual fog. During the Khmer Rouge era, this paradise turned into a battlefield, and blood soaked the halls where guests once danced. Locals whisper of ghostly figures peering from broken windows, of footsteps echoing in empty corridors, and of gamblers who lost more than just money in the cursed casino. As the sun sets, the wind howls like a cry from the past, and those brave enough to enter say the air grows cold, heavy, and filled with the whispers of spirits long gone. Welcome to Bokor, where the past never rests. 2. Coung Ek, the field of silent screams. Just outside Phnom Penh lies Coung Ek, a quiet stretch of land hiding one of the darkest chapters in Cambodian history. Beneath the gentle sway of trees lie the mass graves of over 17,000 souls, men, women, even children, executed during the brutal Khmer Rouge regime. By day, it seems peaceful, but by night, the air turns cold, thick with sorrow. Locals swear they've heard cries echoing from the earth itself, faint whispers in languages long silenced. Some have seen ghostly figures drifting between the trees, pale, hollow-eyed, searching. And near the bone-filled stupa, the brave say a chilling presence lingers, watching, waiting. Time has moved on, but the spirits have not. This is not just a place of death. It's a place that remembers. Step lightly here, for the ground beneath you mourns. 3. Tuol Sleng, the prison of eternal screams. In the heart of Phnom Penh stands Tuol Sleng, once a school of learning, now a museum of nightmares. Under the Khmer Rouge, it became S21, a secret prison where over 14,000 people were tortured and nearly none survived. The walls still bear silent witness, bloodstains, shackles, and photographs of terrified faces frozen in time. But it's what you can't see that grips the soul. Visitors speak of icy chills in the tropical heat, of footsteps pacing behind them, of invisible eyes watching from the cells. Some say you can hear faint cries, soft, desperate, as if the victims still plead for mercy in the dead of night. Lights flicker, shadows shift, and those who stay too long report a heavy pressure in their chest, as if sorrow itself is alive within these walls. This is not just a museum. It's a graveyard of pain, and its ghosts have not forgotten. 4. Wat Phnom, the hill where spirits climb. At the center of bustling Phnom Penh rises a quiet hill, crowned by Wat Phnom, a sacred temple, and a place wrapped in mystery. Legend says it was built by a woman named Pen, who discovered sacred statues of the Buddha in a tree floating down the river. But not all spirits here are peaceful. As day fades, the temple transforms. Locals whisper of ghostly monks walking silently through the mist, vanishing before the eye. Others have heard bells chiming with no wind, footsteps circling the temple when no one is there. Some claim to see a woman in traditional dress, weeping at the shrine, then vanishing into thin air. Even offerings left overnight are sometimes mysteriously disturbed. Is it gratitude or something darker? Wat Phnom is a place of worship, yes, but also a place where the veil between worlds grows thin. Climb the hill, but be warned, not every soul that walks there is alive. 5. Preah Khan, Kampong Svei, the lost temple of whispering shadows. Hidden deep within the jungles of Preah Vihear lies Preah Khan Kampong Svei, an ancient Angkorian temple, vast, forgotten, and cloaked in silence. Few dare to visit this isolated ruin. Nature has reclaimed it, and something else may dwell there too. Locals speak of monks who never blink, their faces pale and still, appearing in the trees only to vanish into smoke. At night, strange chanting echoes through the forest, though no one is there. Travelers have followed footsteps in the mud, only to find they lead to nowhere. Time feels broken here. Compass needles spin, whispers ride the wind, and shadows move against the stones like memories trapped in a loop. Some believe the temple is cursed. Others say it guards something ancient and angry. Step too deep into Preah Khan, and you may find yourself not alone. Or worse, you may never find your way back. 6. Independence Hotel, the seaside haunting of Sihanoukville. Towering above the coastline of Sihanoukville stands the Independence Hotel, once a glamorous retreat for royalty and foreign elites, now whispered to be a dwelling place for restless spirits. Built in the 1960s, its halls echoed with laughter, champagne toasts, and music. But when the Khmer Rouge came, that laughter turned to screams. The hotel was abandoned, its grand corridors stained with fear. Today, it has reopened, but something still lingers. Guests report lights flickering at midnight, cold spots in empty rooms, and elevators that move on their own. Some claim to hear a woman sobbing softly in the hallways. Others have seen shadowy figures in mirrors, vanishing when approached. Even staff speak in hushed tones about locked doors found open and the eerie feeling of being watched from the dark corners of the lobby. The sea may look calm, but inside the Independence Hotel, the past refuses to stay silent. 7. Kep's abandoned villas, the ghosts of forgotten luxury. Scattered along the overgrown hillsides of Kep are the crumbling skeletons of French colonial villas, once symbols of wealth, beauty, and power. In the 1950s, Kep was Cambodia's Riviera, the playground of elites, royalty, and foreign diplomats. But war came. Families fled. The villas were left behind, swallowed by vines, time, and something darker. Locals avoid them after dark. Some say the walls still echo with music from vanished parties. Others swear they've seen ghostly silhouettes dancing in shattered windows. Doors slam without wind. Footsteps circle the broken marble halls. And in one villa, they say a woman in white appears on the balcony every full moon, silent, staring toward the sea, waiting for someone who never returned. The air is thick with memories, but they're not all human. Kep's villas are more than ruins. They are tombs of untold stories. And some spirits, it seems, have no intention of moving on. 8. Kokur, the cursed pyramid of the jungle. Deep in the remote forests of northern Cambodia lies Kokur, a forgotten city swallowed by time and silence. Once the capital of the Khmer Empire, it now stands as a ghost town of crumbling temples and dense jungle, with one structure looming above all: the Prasat Tom Pyramid, a 7-tiered ziggurat wrapped in legend. Locals call it cursed. They speak of explorers who disappeared without a trace. of strange lights flickering at the summit, and of voices chanting in ancient tongues from within the stone. Some say the temple is guarded by an unseen force, an ancient king's spirit, furious his kingdom was lost. Others have seen glowing eyes in the trees, and shadows that move against the moonlight. Few dare to spend the night here. Kokur isn't just ruins. It's a sleeping power, coiled in stone and root, waiting, watching, and perhaps still alive. 9. Kampong Chinang Airfield, the Phantom Runway. Hidden among the farmlands of central Cambodia lies Kampong Chinang Airfield, a massive, decaying relic of war and secrecy. Built during the Khmer Rouge era, this Cold War-era airbase was shrouded in mystery, constructed by forced labor, with whispers of North Korean involvement and unknown experiments. But it was never completed and never used. Locals say the land rejected it. Today, the runways lie cracked and broken, reclaimed by weeds and silence. But at night, something stirs. People have reported the roar of jet engines echoing through the dark. Though no planes fly here, lights appear and vanish in the sky. Shadows march across the tarmac, then dissolve into mist. Some even claim to see soldiers in outdated uniforms, patrolling the grounds, their eyes blank, their bodies transparent. The airfield may be abandoned, but the ghosts of war still patrol it. And at Kampong Chinang, the silence screams. 10. Wat No Kor, the Temple of Lost Souls. In the shadows of Wat No Kor, a forgotten temple near Kampong Cham, the air is thick with whispers of the past. This ancient site, built on the remains of an older structure, is said to be a place where time itself has been twisted. The temple's stone walls tell tales of emperors, warriors, and monks. But it's the souls of the departed that still linger here. Visitors have felt an oppressive force, as if something unseen watches their every move. The heavy silence is broken only by the distant echo of unseen footsteps, and some claim to hear chanting in a language long lost to history. At night, ghostly figures appear, drifting between the trees, and there are reports of people vanishing within the temple's dark halls, only to reappear miles away, disoriented, terrified, but unable to remember what happened. Wat No Kor may be a temple of worship, but it is also a temple of the lost, where spirits wander and the past refuses to let go. Some places are more than just stone and dirt. They are the memories of the past, etched in the spirits that never left. Cambodia's haunted sites remind us that history never truly fades. If you dare, visit them. But remember, not every story ends when the sun sets. Which of these haunted locations would you explore? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more spine-tingling tales.